Everyone for tuning in to another League of Legends Daily. Today we will be going over a replay that was sent in from one of the viewers. Now, today's theme is Wickedly Wild Wednesday. Why? Well, this is for those days where things are just absolutely wild. It can be from anything like some wild tactics to the wildest game ever where you're losing and then you make an epic comeback and you win. Or where you make that comeback, you're winning, and then you actually end up losing it in the long run. So Wednesday's kind of just a for fun sort of thing. For those of you who are new, I am your host. And that host is known as Tesla. Alright, so we can see that they've got an Alistar, a Cassiopeia, Evelynn, Vayne, and Dr. Mundo versus Alistar, Nocturne, Heimerdinger, Warwick, and Temur. Now we're actually going to be watching the replay from the view of the Heimerdinger. So it's the bottom team versus the top team. Just something to note, guys, this is pre-patch. This was before Tuesday's patch. So this was before Vayne got a bit of a nerf, Alistar got quite a bit of an adjustment, that sort of thing. Alright, so as you can see, they're purple, here's blue. Since we will be seeing through the view of Heimerdinger, we're not going to be able to see anything of the opposing team. But that's okay. We'll just kind of try and predict their movements. Heimerdinger's taking mid. This is interesting. Heimerdinger taking mid over a Teemo. This does not happen very often because you will not see a Heimerdinger played very often in any match. Alright, at bottom we have Nocturne and Alistar. Pretty good combo. Alistar can headbutt them into the turret, and then Nocturne can fear them, that sort of thing. Back over here, Heimerdinger and his little turrets, and Teemo assisting the Warwick, so Teemo is going to solo. We will fast forward this just a little bit to see what's going on. Heimerdinger versus Vayne. This should prove to be a very interesting matchup. At top we see a Dr. Mundo and an Eve. Oof, looks like Teemo possibly took a big hit. Now, one bug about this, guys, is the replay. If you don't sit there and you don't tab to see your fellow teammates when you're in the middle of the match by using your F keys, you oftentimes will not get their health bars to show fully the way they should, as if they've taken damage or if they're almost dead. So we can't fully see what happened to Teemo or Evelynn. All we can see for sure is the engagement and who dies as a result. Alright, so Heimerdinger actually a little bit ahead in EXP over the Vayne. That's really good on the Heimerdinger's part. Let's take a look at the creep kills so far. Heimerdinger getting a lot more creep kills than the Vayne. That's not good for Vayne. Down here we see that Alistar and Nocturne. Oh, Nocturne got baited and his first blood. That is not very good for the purple team. Alright, so it looks like Vayne is slowly closing that gap on where the EXP is, but Heimerdinger doesn't look like he's worried. Down here, it looks like Alistar just got himself a kill, so way to go there, man. Warwick jungling. Doesn't look like he's having any problems. Alright, let's fast forward this a little bit to see how this goes. An enemy has been slain. Wow. Alistar is just owning down at bottom. Meanwhile, Teemo's just kind of holding his own over here at top. As you can see, once again, the bug, since nobody tabbed up here to see, you can see that they're all level 1s, which is not true. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a bit more. So it looks like this Vayne is getting a little frustrated with how things are going. Teemo pings down here. Alistar is going to try and knock the Nocturne. Yes? Oh, he doesn't get to it. He got feared, and Nocturne had gone out of the way. Nice. Heimerdinger with his 2 turrets now, definitely gonna keep this Vayne at bay. Up at top, Warwick took over. Cass, stay still. They're talking in all chat if you guys can't see that. Alright, only Alistar is here. I don't see where Cassiopeia is, but it looks like they want to kill this Alistar, and they might... Nope, he got to heal off, so I guess he's not as low as I would have liked to have thought. I'm not sure what to say to a Vayne struggling against a Heimerdinger. Wow. Okay. So, Warwick just killed the Teemo, and I'm not sure what to say about this Alistar. Except that that is why Alistar got a nerf. Look at him. Going in there like he owns the place, and he is just wrecking them to pieces. Cassiopeia throwing down her poison, trying to do what he can. And there are pingings going on. Oh, there's Evelyn. Oh, poor Alistar finally taken out. Let's take a look at mid here. Heimerdinger is completely owning the Vayne. It's actually rather surprising in my opinion. Warwick going up for a gank towards top. He might try and get the Mundo. Oh, or not. And Heimerdinger got ganked. Wow, this is all very amazing to try and keep up with, guys. You're going to have to forgive me. It's been my first commentary for quite a while, so trying to keep up here. And I'm sort of failing because it's been a while, so I'm sorry. Alright, so Evelyn's right there. Is Warwick going to get her? No, he's not. Fear of the Vayne. Vayne can be pretty vicious if played correctly. Alright, but they really should be worried about bottom down here. Oh, there's Cassiopeia and Alistar again. Alistar and Nocturne here together. I have yet to see Nocturne use his ultimate, though. Pretty good engagements going on here. Vayne Mia from mid. Teemo just died over at top. That is not good. Not good at all. They did kill Cassiopeia down here at bottom, though. Question is, where's the Evelyn they should all be worrying? There's Vayne. So, as you guys can see, I have sped this up. Nocturne. Oh, we got to see their health. No! Alistar's gonna die. Yep, there you go. Alistar dies to Alistar. Not very good. Not when that Eva's ganking. However, this Vayne struggling so much versus a Heimerdinger. The only reason Heimerdinger died is because of a gank on mid. And as I said that, there goes the second one. But it doesn't matter. It became a 2-for-1 in mid. Two of the opposing team died for the one little Heimerdinger, and Warwick got away. So good play there by Warwick and Heimerdinger. You see Alistar's going to go ahead and continue to push mid and push those minions. Oh, or not. He's going to let the minions push themselves as Teemo's just chilling over up at top. And Mundo's like, sup? I got this. Is Mundo going to step in there? He's going to step right there. Step on the shroom. He's going to step on the second shroom. Oh, he did step on that second shroom, but he didn't step on the third one. Oh goodness, the engagement down at bottom wasn't too good, but it's okay. Because they ended up getting, they lost their Warwick, but they ended up killing 3 people in the long run. So it wasn't that bad of an engagement. When team fights come up, it's a matter of a trade. It's if somebody dies, was it worth their death? If not, you know for a fact that's a bad engagement. And we did see Vayne dash over here, so we'll probably see her try and come up to gank the Teemo. We see Evelyn's up here with the Mundo, so obviously they are not liking this Teemo so much. Down at bot, the same engagements going on. They do have a sight ward right there in the grass, though, so that'll help them a little bit. Heimerdinger moving to top to try and help. Evelyn just died. Good play there by Warwick and Teemo. Oh, no, don't fall for the Mundo's tricks. He's got you tower diving. Down at bottom, Nocturne just died again. Alistar's about to die, as in purple's Alistar, not blue's. This is the one thing about Alistar, is he's so tanky. He can just run past the turret and not pay any attention to it. Meanwhile, Vayne, Mundo, and Eve are all up here at top. Actually, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So you can see this engagement going on. Vayne with a little over 400 HP. Mundo with like 200 and something. Heimerdinger's going to try and harass a little bit. We don't know where Eve is at this point. Do have vision over here because of a ward. So hopefully we'll be able to see what's going on there. Oh, here comes the Mundo to try and do something, but it doesn't matter. Heimerdinger used his ulti at the right time when that Mundo walked in and just killed him. And instead of Mundo trying to run away and get out of there, he died for it. Alright, Cassiopeia is now at top. I don't see anyone at mid or bottom. Oh, as I say that, there is the blue team's Alistar. He's just kind of chilling, throwing the purple Alistar away. And Nocturne's like, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'm here to say we're coming for you. Alright, we just did see Warwick die over at blue. I'm not sure why his teammates weren't there to assist him, but he did die. Warwick said that was his fault, though. Okay. Well, everybody makes a bad call every now and then. Alistar and Nocturne going to go ahead and try and take this turret from the purple Alistar. We do see that they are taking blue right now. Blue's gone. Teemo just chilling over at top. Down here at bottom, as you guys can see, the turret is now down. Great work by the Alistar and the Nocturne. And back to top, we see Teemo's like, Captain Teemo, ready for duty. I'm not even kidding. That's what Teemo says. But it's against the Mundo right now. So we'll see if he'll be able to keep up. Vayne in the middle. Are they going to be able to push this mid lane like they want? It looks like they will. Now, after mid lane, what would be really good is that they could back up and go Dragon. Because Dragon is an extra 200 gold. Believe it or not, by getting Dragon, that is worth like one player's death in the long run. And as I speak of it, there goes Warwick to go get it. By doing this, they keep it away from their enemy, making sure that the enemy can't really make a comeback from it. But Vayne did see what was going on. And Vayne plans to stop it, so without Warwick's, the rest of Warwick's team there, he won't be able to do much. Okay, so we do see a 3-on-3 here, but with the Alistar, that kind of makes it harder. There we go. It's a 2-on... Well, it doesn't matter how many it's on now, because basically, purple team only lost one person. They had lost their Nocturne, and the blue team had lost all three of them in that engagement. And purple team took the Dragon. Good play there. Now they do need to clean up their bottom here because all of these minions could push this turret. But they're also going to have to go up to top here and help deal with this Cassiopeia and Mundo. So they're... Not only are they going to do that, but they're also going to try and push. They're going to try and take out that turret. One thing about this game is that it is about turret play. Ooh, good play there. Coming up from all sides onto Evelyn, killing her off. Alright, so Heimerdinger just harassing them with his grenade. He's like, we got this, guys. I really like this tactic where you've got people hiding here, you've got people here, and you've got people hidden here. Because then if somebody just walks out right here, they can just kind of collapse on all sides. This Heimerdinger is actually doing a really great job of knowing when to use his ulti and when to harass. Not to mention all the fears and the poisons and the blind dart from Teemo don't hurt either. It looks like Cassiopeia and the rest of her team are not going to be able to hold this turret for much longer. Alright, there goes Vayne, and they do take the top turret. With the top turret being down, now what's going to happen is they're going to farm up through the jungles a little bit and maybe drop some shrooms to have vision. Cassiopeia... Oh, there we go. We saw Mundo. Is Cassie going to try and do anything? Yes, she is. They are going to try and chase. Evelyn's there. Teemo all the way at the back. They definitely don't want to stay alone at this point. If they get separated, they'll be in a very bad position. But right now, the team score is 19-15. So they're doing really, really good here, except for Warwick, who was just out of position. But that's okay. Nocturne made it worthwhile and took out one of the enemy teammates. Which teammate was that? That was the Evelyn. Now, the thing about Evelyn is if you shut her down early game, she's not a problem at all. Alright, so we can clearly see it that Alistar is going to go ahead and try and push the bottom lane here. But he's probably moved by now. They were hoping he'd be stupid and stay there. But since he didn't, they're going to back off. They're going to clean it up. And then they're going to kind of push those minions a little more. However, Warwick does need to make his way up towards top because of that Evelyn. Or is he going to just try and kill her? Looks like he's going in for the gank. Is he going to get it? No, he is not. Instead, he gets some minions and says, forget it. But there is an engagement down here at bottom. where it looks like it may be... No, it's not all 5. It is a 4v4. But the thing that worries me about this is without Warwick, are they going to be able to do much? Oh, it is a 4v5. So we see that so far Nocturne is dead. We know Heimerdinger is dead. And so is Alistar. That is not good. Teemo got away. Or wasn't in that fight. I wasn't exactly paying attention. And Warwick was not there. Obviously, there is a little bit of talking in the team chat where they're upset. They're saying, you know, oh, this person's to blame, that person's to blame. In a team game, everybody is on the same team. You all have to be map aware. And if one person kind of falls or fails at something, you have to kind of tell them, hey, we need you here. Or make it clear that they need to be there. When you don't do that, you're not making up for the fact that they may not know it. And it could cost you the game. Alright, so I'm not going to say what's going on in chat anymore. As you can see, they're going to go ahead and continue to clean up those minions. Continue to try and harass. However, Alistar just left Heimerdinger alone. I'm not sure why. He could have at least pushed him back and helped save him. Maybe he thought there was no chance. So he just backed up altogether. Now, I'm going to pause here really quick. I want you guys to note something, that it is 28 minutes in. And I guess this does not completely pause. It just puts it in really, really slow mode. So it is 28 minutes in, and all 3 turrets for blue team are down. The mid, the bottom, and the top. Meanwhile, all turrets for purple team, the mid, the bottom, and the top are all up. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the creep kills here so far. So for the opposing team, the purple team, I'm sorry, not purple team, blue team, we see that 111 creep kills is the highest that their team has, and that's their Cassiopeia. So the current score right now is Alistar with a 645 and 47 creep kills. We see Cassiopeia with 537 and 111 creep kills. Evelyn with a 4711, 37 creep kills. We see Vayne with 446, 107 creep kills, and then Mundo with a 135 and 103 creep kills. Now, as you can see here, Vayne does have a vision ward, so they have been warding. In the middle of a live match like this, the players could be hitting tab, they could be talking to each other saying, hey, maybe we need to get an oracles or what have you. Now, for the purple team, this is the team we're getting our view from at this point, we can see here that Alistar has a 735 with a 74 creep kill. That is a much better Alistar than what blue team has, because he's got a better kill to death ratio, he's got just as many assists, and he has better creep kills. Alright, besides that, we can see that Nocturne is a 174 with a 63 creep kill. Heimerdinger is a 644 with 135 creep kills. Way to go, Heimerdinger. Most valuable player right there. Most creep kills, most well farmed out of both teams. And that's definitely what you want to achieve. By 20 minutes in, your goal is to have roughly 100 to 120 creep kills. Because there's like 140 according to what I was told. I'd have to do some research on that to determine if that's true or not, depending upon the waves, how many waves and how many minions are in them. Anyhow, moving on to the Warwick, he is 5, 3, and 7, and he is a very interesting Warwick here. He's got 107 creep kills, and then we see a Teemo with a 2, 3, 4, and 85 creep kills. So overall, the purple team is farming way better than the blue team. This is assisting to them to be able to win. They also got at least one dragon, while the opposing team may have gone the second dragon. So we're going to go ahead and continue the match right now. Alright. So we're going to re-fast forward this. Teemo's going to go ahead, try and defend top. He does defend top at his own death. And now they just killed Vayne. I see the Evelyn. Are they going to get the Evelyn? Yes, they are. Great ulti by Nocturne and Fear. Great work there by Warwick, following it up. We see the Alistar trying to push mid. We see Heimerdinger just kind of forcing him off of the mid turret. Mundo is all the way over there. So they kind of try and search around to see if they can get the Alistar, but couldn't find him, so they're going to forget it. Alright, so they tried pinging to one of the teammates to say, hey, look, bottom. Meanwhile, Warwick does see Mundo, but doesn't do anything. Heimer's like, I'm going to drop a turret over here. They're going to try and push towards mid, but they're not going to get very far. Right now, it is a 4v5. They need to be very careful. Okay, here comes Teemo. So with all 5 players here, this should make it a better play. And we will see what happens here. Teemo is attempting to harass. So is Heimerdinger. It's a pretty good play so far. We're going to actually speed this back up. Kind of feels slow when you move it back down. Heimerdinger getting picked off as the first one. Obviously, the opposing team does not like Heimerdinger. Teemo is going to go ahead and try and focus down on Vayne with poison and such. Not sure where Warwick was during all of that, but somehow he got himself killed. And we do see that top is pushing itself, and so is bottom. So they're going to go ahead and try and sort of counter push it. As you can see, Vayne only got away with 281 attack. I'm sorry, not attack, health. Blah. Told you guys I need to learn to talk tonight. I blame it on not having enough Mountain Dew. Alright, Vayne's going to go ahead and try and kill Teemo, and she got it. Was that Vayne that got that? Yes, I think it was. Alright, so they are going to go ahead and push mid, but Mundo's not going to get very far with the Alistar there, who now has an Oracles. They're obviously tired of Eve. Not only will the Oracles help counter the Eve, but it'll help counter the ultimate of Vayne. Not that it's a big deal. They are going to go ahead and try and push bottom now, but the blue team's not going to get very far. And as you guys can see, I believe that was Vayne that just died. Yes, it was. That was Vayne. Alright, Heimerdinger coming up towards Dragon. Are they going to focus on Dragon now? That'd be a good idea. There we go. So basically throughout this game, they've only not gone one Dragon. Alistar chilling over a bot. Mundo's just kind of like, oh, I'm going to throw on Cleaver at you guys and run back. Cassiopeia trying to help out here. We see Alistar, the purple Alistar, jump in and push him towards him. Good thing there by Alistar. Good ulti by Cassiopeia, though. Kind of just stunned them all right there. The opposing Alistar and Vayne are there trying to do what they can along with the Eve. But as you can see, the Eve is easily seen right now. Alistar just died, though, so that's not very good. Cassiopeia is down. That leaves Vayne and the opposing Alistar, as well as I have no clue where Eve is, if she died or not. So we're going to see them push mid here as much as they can. Heimerdinger is going to throw down a turret or two, and he's going to throw some of his, what are these called, grenades, to try and harass. So how did Teemo just get to run by that Mundo without getting hit by that Mundo? That is beyond me. Okay, so Mundo, Eve, and Alistar trying to get greedy. Alistar versus Alistar at this point with the help of Cassiopeia. Alistar's dead. They did kill Cassiopeia. Nocturne's dead. Teemo is dead. This is not looking too good for purple team. It looks almost as if they're getting too aggressive at this point. So the question is, what went wrong here? Well, let's take a look. Let's slow this down, pause it for a second, and take a look here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open up. Oops, wrong one. So right now, it is now 29 team kills to 29 team kills. Now, while that doesn't seem like a big deal because the turrets are down, when any one of these guys, any of them, doesn't matter which team, is on a killing spree of any sort, if they die, they give extra gold to the person who kills them. So that could be a leading factor here. It also kind of looks like Heimerdinger's team just kind of stopped showing so much team play like they were showing earlier on. That could be very bad if they don't pick that back up. So I'm going to wait 1 second here, guys, so I can take a quick sip. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and speed this up again. You can see that Alistar is going to go through his own jungle. They're going to try and... Purple team's going to try and clean up their bottom so that doesn't get pushed. Warwick from the purple team's going to go clean up top there. Teemo did a nice cleanup there. Alistar of the purple team has another Oracles. He's going to go ahead and try and clean up mid as the Mundo is just chilling. Now we do see they are deliberately going around to take out shrooms. Now this could mean many things. At this point, it could mean that they know that Teemo has those shrooms there and they wanted to take them out. Or it could be that they are hoping to set up something for Baron or even a ward there. However, as you can see, Alistar went to C, no ward at Baron. But that does not stop the possibility of them maybe hoping to get a gank off there. And there it is, Muda coming from the side. Some really great ultis there. And just the overall skill play there. I lost myself for a second because, you know what? Anytime I pause it, it acts really funky. Okay, so I kind of lost myself there because they came out from here. They engaged in here. Blue team came up from here. Purple team is all around here, and that was not good for them. And then you had Alistar come in and just push them in one way. You had Mundo kind of ulti, that sort of thing. You had Cassiopeia throwing her poison on. So, I mean, right now, they've lost their Warwick. And I'm surprised they didn't lose more. And as you can see, the engagement is still... Actually, they lost their Warwick and their Heimerdinger, which I'm kind of surprised about. But Fortify on the turret. We're going to go ahead and see this battle continue on in Purple's mid. Vayne is going to go ahead and pick off almost everyone in this team. Is she going to get that team? Oh, I think she is. Yes, she is. So not only did the blue team tactics just get them all those kills. It got them an ace. It got them that first turret right there. And possibly this second turret right here. So let's find out if they do lose that second turret. And yes, they do. So at this point, Purple team's like, oh my gosh, stuff went wrong. Should we surrender? It doesn't look like we're going to win. As you can see, there's some trash talking going on, but we're going to ignore that. Warwick is going to go ahead, turn on his blood sense. He's going to go ahead and try and pick him off here with the help of Heimerdinger. But Warwick's not getting too far. He's taking a lot of poison. He is going to, maybe he'll get the Cassiopeia. Yes, they get the Cassiopeia. But at what cost? Is Warwick going to die? If Warwick dies here, that definitely would not be good for Warwick. However, it looks like they're going to get 2 kills. And if they get 2 kills, oh, no. The Alistar is going to get away. Oh, poor Warwick. So it turned out to be a 1-for-1 situation. Alright, so one more thing here, guys. Once again, that one tactic that happened right here got them the ace, got them all 3 mid-turrets. Got them the far outer, the outer turret, and then the inner turret there. That is definitely a great push. It's not including the additional kills they got while getting that turret. Bot did also lose its turret down there. I'm not sure when, but probably during one of the engagements when we weren't watching. So it looks like Heimerdinger is going to go ahead and try and clean this up. Definitely doing a great job here. Kind of excited to see what the how this is going to turn out. Now, the funny thing about this, guys, is these replays don't have time, so you'll never know. Like, you'll know how far you are in, but unless you read the time beforehand, you won't know where the end is. So this game could end at any time. It could go either way. However, we do see a push going to the top right now of Blue's Alistar, and I didn't catch who that was. I think it was the Mundo. However, Purple's Alistar's like, nope, you're not taking my turret. So what can they do here? Shroom, of course. Oh, look at that, an engagement over here at the blue. Definitely not a wise decision because they do not have enough players there. But there comes in the Nocturne. They have not killed that Vayne yet. That Vayne barely gets away. So it is a 4v2, but something to note is that this is the Alistar. And who was that there? They just killed the Eve, and they are going to go ahead and continue to try and push us on. Oh, they just took out that ward there too. Really good play. This means that they now have the ability to Baron later on if they want. Alright, over here we see, well, we saw an Alistar and others poking their heads out. Cassiopeia trying to go after Teemo at the top right there, but not going to get him. Bottom's getting pushed pretty hard by minions. So, sorry about my mic, guys. I know sometimes I keep tapping and I'm trying so hard not to. Oh goodness, this is such a long match. I'm actually a little excited to see how this is going to go overall. Like, what the outcome's going to go. But we do see that they are going to have a small engagement. No, this small engagement's going to turn into a large engagement in the mid. Alright, so purple team lost Heimerdinger, but it looks like the purple team is taking out everyone else on this other team. On the blue team, yes. So right now, the only person up is that Alistar. Are they going to be able to push this turret? Yes, they are. Alistar is going to go ahead and try and prevent them from being able to take this next mid turret and the inhibitor. But it doesn't look like they're going to have much luck. As you can see, Blue's minions just took the top turret. But are they going to get that? Yes, they got the turret in mid, but they might die for it now, which is not exactly worth it, because at this point, if either team loses too many members, it is a straight push. Straight push down mid for inhib or even for the Nexus. So this has become a very intense match, guys. So let's go ahead, take a second here, slow this down, take a look at creep kills once again. Alright, we are looking at 254 being the highest. Once again, MVP, the Heimerdinger, 9, 7, and 8. We see Warwick has 11, 8, 13. Now, mind you, this is for the purple team. We see Teemo with 4, 7, 9. We see Nocturne with 3, 11, 11. And Alistar with 10, 5, 10. On the opposing team, the blue team, we see Alistar with a 7, 4, 14. We see a Cassiopeia with 9, 6, 12. We see an Evelyn with 5, 11, 18. We see Vayne with a 15, 9, 6. And then a Mundo with 2, 7, 16. And we do see that they look like they want to take Baron. By they, I mean purple team. But the blue team is coming up. And it's like, we don't really want to let you do that, because that's a really amazing buff. So Teemo's dropping 3 shrooms there. And it looks like in between the shrooms, Heimerdinger is going to drop a turret. So the question is, at this point, where is Eve? We can see where Vayne is and where others are, but we don't know where Eve is. We see that bottom's getting pushed by blue minions, but Fortify is going to save it. Cassiopeia is at top here. Heimerdinger looks like he's trying to make the calls or tell people where he'd like them to go, but right now, it doesn't look like people really want to do that. Okay, we did just see Dr. Mundo over here, which, guys, I can't ping, so I have to kind of move my camera there. Vayne and Alistar of the blue team going to go ahead and clean up mid. We're going to fast forward this some more. Alright. So, how much longer is this game going to be? It depends on how everyone plays. As you can see, Vayne only knew about the 2 turrets, so they took out Heimerdinger's 2 turrets that were there, but they did not and were not able to see about those shrooms. They only took out 1 shroom. And now they're completely missing. We see Alistar's going to go ahead and take red for the purple team. Oh, there they are. Teemo was over at Baron, and it looks like blue team's going to go ahead and try and get Baron. So here come Heimerdinger and everyone else. They're going to engage here. This is a 4v5. We do see Warwick go ahead, took out someone. But right now, it is now... Oh my goodness. Warwick is going to go ahead and try and chase that Eve down. Not going to get very lucky there. Heimerdinger is almost down, but so is their Alistar. Are they going to get the Alistar? No, they're not, but they might get the Mundo. Yes? Yes! The Eve is down, and that Mundo is still barely getting away, but it's okay. They got the Mundo, and they are going to go for that Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is down. Way to go. Great play there. They're going to go ahead, take the top turret, and continue to push this on further as Teemo for the purple team is cleaning up mid. So they're not going to go ahead and face the Alistar at this point. They're going to say, you know what, screw this, let's backdoor. They're going to walk in and just take the mid inhibitor. And they're not even going to worry about the Vayne or the Alistar. However, since they made themselves apparent, they are going to attack them. And Warwick, is he going to get that Vayne? No, that Vayne is so low. Oh, he turret dived and died for it. So definitely needs to back up at this point and not play overly aggressive. He is pretty mad about that and saying what he needs to get now. Alright, so as you can see, top's getting pushed pretty well here by those minions and by that Vayne. Wow, that Vayne has 91 HP. She did not, I repeat, she did not go back to heal. So she is very, very low on HP. I'm surprised that nobody went to try and kill her. I guess they expected her to go back, which is a good thing because there she goes, reappearing in mid. Alright, now they've got no wards over here. Really, I mean, they do have shrooms, but that's not going to be enough. We do see that blue team is going to go ahead and try and take Baron again. And it looks like purple team is not going to allow this. If purple team were to allow them to attack Baron, they could turn around and then collapse on them, kill them, and then finish by killing Baron. However, that's not the case. They chased them off, and they are going to take Baron themselves and then turn around and push. There is the Alistar coming in from the blue team. He gets away barely, but as you can see, 2 people from the blue team just died. And they're going to go ahead and continue to push mid at this point. At least 2 of them are going to push mid. Nope, they pushed in through mid, but now they're going to go and push in through top. As you can see, the blue team's Alistar is trying to do a lot. Nocturne just died. Cassiopeia is actually doing quite a bit of damage. Warwick had a GA, thankfully, because the Alistar was trying to kill him. Alistar didn't get very far. Eve is doing quite a bit there. Pretty much Teemo has to make a quick escape at this point. They did take down one of the outer Nexus turrets, though. We see that Mundo is getting hurt pretty bad right now. Is that Teemo going to get out? Oh, wait, that was the Heimerdinger and the Teemo. So Heimerdinger didn't get out. Teemo didn't get out. So right now, only one person is up for purple team. This could actually be very bad depending upon the amount of damage they do. So we're going to see what happens here. They take the purple inhib, and that is it. Oh, wait, no. As I say that, Mundo's going to go ahead and backdoor. The term of backdoor is without minions to tank the turret and to try and take it down. Alright, we see all these minions here in mid. It looks like they're going to go get Dragon first. So with Dragon, that's an extra 200 gold. They're going to be able to put that towards more uses, like more useful items and such. Now, an interesting fact to note here, guys, is the Heimerdinger on the purple team has 762 ability power. Let's take a look at Teemo. Teemo has 237 ability power, 102 attack. We see that Warwick has 221 attack, 40 AP. Where is Nocturne? Nocturne has 247 attack, 105 AP. And Alistar has 21 attack and 91 AP. Now that is for the purple team. That does not include the blue team stats. But let's go ahead and move this back to where we had it at to see what happens. Now this is a very bad decision to have your team split up like this. Especially Teemo. Teemo needs to be very, very careful, because if he is caught out of position at this point, he will die. He will not be able to live for very long, even with the GA, and I think the last thing he really wants to do is pop that GA. But I think he's kind of looking for wards, ganks, that sort of thing, and that's not happening. Alright, so at this point, as you can see, the blue team has no bottom turret here. No bottom turret here. Their mid inhib is almost dead. We see an engagement looking like it's going to happen in mid, and is it? Well, it looks like it's about to begin, but it hasn't yet. Alright, so purple team just kind of poking in, saying hi, sup. They're going to go ahead and take this bottom inhib, and then they're going to turn around, and this fight is going to break out. Heimerdinger is down for the purple team. For the blue team, we go ahead and we see that it looks like there goes Eve. This Alistar is throwing people all over which way. Purple team Alistar is not doing so bad. Nocturne just getting a kill there. So right now, 4 people are down. 4 people are down for purple team. Oh, nope, 3. Teemo got away with 10 HP. Let's see here. Taking a look, it looks like blue team only lost 2 or 3 people. So really that fight was not, I mean, that's a hard call. I'm not sure to say that fight was worth it or if it wasn't, because they did get the inhibitor. They did kill at least 2 to 3 of them, but at the same time they lost 3 of themselves. So yeah, I guess in the long run that was worth it. Alright, so give me 1 second here, guys. I forgot how much it takes to do all the commentary like this. I'm going to take another sip of my soda. going to go ahead and continue this on here. We see that they are all moving towards Baron. Kind of afraid that the blue team might Baron at this point. None of them have oracles except for Teemo. Teemo checks for wards. No wards. Alistar for the blue team comes in, and is he getting focused? Is he getting killed? No. However, they do kill the Vayne for blue team. That's a really good choice there. Teemo, thankfully, is a GA, so didn't completely die there. Alistar's just kind of trying to kill everyone, not doing so well. Cassiopeia is down. We see that Alistar is doing quite a bit of damage, and so is that Mundo. Heimerdinger just sat there and used his Zanya's Hourglass. They just killed everyone. All those inhibs, everything's down. GG, purple team has won. That is a lot of minions. So that definitely fits under today's wild replay sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed that replay. Congratulations to Heimerdinger on his win. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop this really quick, save it, and